Okay, good morning all. So today we are having the practical session of computer graphics. So in diploma also you have done the practicals. So very basic thing we will go for is we will write the basic program to draw the basic shapes of computer graphics like line, circle, then rectangle, and we will see how to initialize the graphics output screen and how to get the output in terms of pixels, right? So let us start with the first practical. So we are going to make use of TC, Turbo C compiler for executing the computer graphics programs. Okay, here on my computer machine, the Turbo C is not there. So I will explain all the commands and program here with whiteboard, and I will show you the execution which I have already recorded. Okay. So here is the first thing. Like a normal C program, we are writing the program. What the C program is starting with. All of you able to view the whiteboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So a normal C program starts with including the header files.
File.
Yes, preprocessor directives we are including here. So similarly here also we are going to have hash include stdio.h and conio.h. So including the header files to support the definitions which we are going to use in our program. So it gives you, it provides the support for all the definitions, like we are using the printf, scanf statements, we are using the math related functions, we are using the graphics package. So for that, you need to include those preprocessor directives, or it is also called as header files. So conio.h. Now, the important thing is we are going to initialize the graphics folder, that is graphics header file. So here is hash include graphics.h. So all the inbuilt functions which are there in the graphics, so they are the support for those functions is provided in this graphics.h header file, like the inbuilt function to draw a circle, inbuilt function to draw a line or rectangle, or fill the polygon, draw the arc. So all these are the inbuilt functions which are supported in this graphics.h header file. Similarly, in order to execute the algorithms, we need to have the math.h, because the mathematical related functions like absolute, yesterday we have seen the DDA algorithm in which the absolute function was there. So to support that absolute function, we have to introduce here math.h header file. Now, after including all those files, we will have our main function like a normal C program. And inside main, now it is very important that we have one GD. So GD stands for graphics driver. So graphics driver, if you know the graphics driver for your machine, then you can introduce that whether it is enhanced graphics adapter EGA or video graphics adapter VGA. So you can introduce like that. So if you know your enhanced graphics adapter is there for your machine, then you can write EGA, and HI stands for high. So it has two versions, or you can have two settings. One is high and other is low. So LO stands for low, and which gives you the high resolution or high definition kind of output. And that's why we are setting the graphics driver always to high mode. So HI stands for high, and EGA stands for enhanced graphics adapter. Now, if you don't know your graphics adapter, you can write just detect with caps. So you have to write all those things in capital. It is the syntax provided. So graphics driver. So when I assign it to detect, or when I assign detect to the graphics driver, then it automatically detects the driver of your computer, and then it will set the value to the graphics driver automatically. So you don't need to worry about which graphics adapter or graphics driver you are having on your machine. You just can write detect, and all other things will be done as it is. Then graphics mode is the variable which internally is used by the initgraph command, and that's why you have to just initialize to integer. So GD stands for graphics driver, and GM stands for graphics mode. Okay, then you are having the important command which is called as initgraph. So initgraph command, which initializes the graphics output screen. So what is the meaning of this? So whenever you are executing any program, you are writing your program on the editor, which is of blue screen in case of Turbo, right? Turbo C, we are writing the program on the blue screen, which is called as Turbo editor. And when you press Control F9, that is when you execute or run your program, then you will get a black screen. You are getting a black screen, which is called as output window or output screen. Now, on that output screen, you are able to display the strings, or you are able to display the text messages, right? Or you are able to get the input from the user side. But in the init graph, what we require in the init graph function, we require the screen to be present, which will have the number of pixels on it, because in graphics program, we need to draw the various shapes. We need to execute the algorithm to color the picture. We need to execute, or we need to write the program for drawing different shapes and objects, right? So for that purpose, your black screen, that is the output screen, should be composed of number of pixels. And that is done with the help of this initgraph command. So this initgraph is initializing the graphics output screen. So it initializes the graphics output screen, on which every pixel on that output screen will have X and Y fixed coordinate. So it will have its X and Y coordinates for all the pixels, right? Starting from the left top corner. You can check my mouse movement. So right from the top left corner till the bottom right corner, whatever the pixels are there on the whole screen, they all are having its X and Y values defined, X and Y coordinates defined. So that is the function of initgraph command, and it accepts three parameters. First is graphics driver. Then you are having the graphics mode. So %GD, %GM, comma. You have to specify the path. You have to specify the path of the BGI folders. So in the TC, you have already used the bin folder, right? In the TC, you are open. When you are double clicking on the TC folder, you are entering into the contents of that folder. And in that, you are always watching the bin file or the bin folder, where you are actually storing your programs. So along with bin, there is the BGI folder. BGI folder is nothing but the graphics interface. So you are having the graphics interface folder, and for that for this initgraph command, you have to specify the exact address of those BGI folder. If you don't know that address, like if you are storing your turbo C in C drive, so you can specify that path as C drive, then TC, then whatever the next path is there, BGI. Okay, so if you know the exact path, then give that exact path within these double quotes. Otherwise, you can directly just mention ... BGI. So what it will do, it will search for the BGI folder and it will automatically take that for the interface. Okay, so that is how you can write the program. You can write this generalized expression for on any machine. If you even don't know where exactly those BGI folder and bin folders are there, if you don't know the exact path, then you can just simply write this ... BGI in double quotes. Then it will find those BGI and perform the interface. And then after executing this init graph, you are able to get the output screen, which is composed of dots. So it is composed of dots now. Okay, so this is your init graph command, which will initialize the graphics output screen. After that, now your screen has been converted into the black screen with every pixel having its X and Y value. So once this is done, now you are able to draw the objects on it. You are able to draw the objects on it. So what are the different commands? So first is the line command. If I want to draw, or instead, we will start with the point plotting. So put pixel is the command for it. So what is the meaning of put pixel? So it will highlight the pixel which is present at the specified X and Y coordinates. So put pixel is the command to draw the pixel of our choice, color. So you can specify the color in this put pixel command. So here the put pixel is the inbuilt function which is supported by the graphics.h header file, and here you have to specify three values or three parameters inside this put pixel command, and those three parameters are nothing but the X coordinate, Y coordinate, and the color. Okay, so these are the three things you have to specify in put pixel. So if I'm going to draw the if I'm going to show the pixel which is at a point 50,50. So 50,50, and I am going to specify the color. You can specify the color in capital like red and yellow. So you will get that. And if you are going to specify any number, then the color codes are present for the numbers. 4 indicate red color. So you can specify the dot at 50,50. You can draw the dot or pixel at 50,50 X and Y values, and 4 indicates the color of that pixel. So 4 stands for red color. So you can have write the color on the screen and do the right click or press F1, and you will get the help for all the color codes. So you can draw the dot of any color of your choice. So that is put pixel command. So what happens with the put pixel? You are able to suppose this is your output screen now. This is your output screen. And with this init graph command, now this screen has been converted into number of dots. So I'm going to have the number of dots and on this screen, and every pixel here is having its x and y value. So with this put pixel 50,50, now you have to remember that origin is always lying and at the top left corner. So you can have the origin located over here always. So it is by default, it is done with the help of graphics.h header file, and it is by default the origin is lying here. And as origin is here and this is your x-axis, so horizontal axis is always x-axis and the vertical axis here is a y. But though this axis is as this axis is moving towards right, it is your positive x-axis always, but here y-axis is going downwards, but it does not mean that this is your negative y-axis. This is also your positive y-axis only, and your screen is acting as your first quadrant where all x and y values are positive. So this is, you have to remember that your origin is always at the upper left corner, and this horizontal line is acting as your positive x-axis, and this vertical line is acting as your positive y-axis, and the whole screen is acting as your first quadrant. Okay, so that is how the graphics supports the screen coordinates. Now, when I want to draw a point at 50,50, when I want to draw this point at 50,50, then it will consider this as origin. We have already discussed that upper left corner is acting as the origin. Now from this origin, x value is 50 and y value is 50. So on this x-axis, it will travel around 50 points to the right hand side, and along y also it will travel 50 points along this vertical y-axis, and the intersection point of these two will be your required value, will be your required point. So it will draw a point at this particular location where x is 50, y is 50, and the color specified is 4, and 4 indicates your red color. So this is the output you are going to get after writing this put pixel command. Okay, all of you are getting up to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is how you are going to plot any pixel. Okay, next is, if I want to draw line. So the next command is line command. So line is again the inbuilt function. And for the line, now yesterday we have seen, if I want to draw a line, what are the requirements? What is the prerequisite for it? I should have two different endpoints. Once I get the endpoints, then I can draw a line in between. And that is the syntax for line command x1, y1. That is the first point's coordinate, and x2, y2. That is the second point's coordinate. So when I am writing this line command x1, y1 to x2, y2, then I will get a line generated from this first point having coordinate x1, y1 to the second point having coordinates x2, y2. Okay, so in our case, we will write the integer numbers over here so that I can generate a line. So the line will be, suppose if I want to draw a horizontal line, then can you tell me the coordinates to get the horizontal line? any random coordinates to represent any horizontal line. Yes. Horizontal means what? See, if I want to draw a horizontal line from this particular point to this particular point, it is a horizontal line. So can you tell me the coordinates, approximate coordinates with respect to this point 50, 50? This is the point 50, 50. So what can be the coordinates of these 2 points? So this point is 50, 50. It is now this point is on the right hand side on the same line. So I say, suppose this is 50.
150.
Right, very good. So this point is 100, 50. This point is 100, 50 because this y distance is 50. It is throughout same. And this distance is 50. So suppose this distance is also 50. Then 100, 50 is this point and horizontal line which will have the y value fixed. So y value is remaining fixed, that is 50. And you can have x value as 200.
250.
Okay, 250 will also do. So you can have 250 will be more accurate if I draw this intervals with a constant value of 50. So this is 50, 50, 5 times 50. So it will be 250. So instead of 200, I will write 250, 50. Okay. So when I give these values inside this line command, then I will get a line from 100, 50 to 250, 50, which will be your horizontal line in nature. So that is how I am going to write the line command. So line command, in that I have to pass the values 100, 50, which are the coordinates of the first point, comma 250, 50 are the coordinates of the second point. Then you will get the horizontal line. Similarly, if I want to draw a vertical line, then can you tell me what will be the coordinates? Suppose I want to draw a line from this point to this particular point.
50, 100.
This point will have the fixed x and y values. जेव्हा मी 100, 50 म्हणते तेव्हा तो हाच पॉइंट येतो बरोबर. सो हियर आय कॅन स्टार्ट. आता मला जर व्हर्टिकल लाईन हवी असेल लाईक दिस अ व्हर्टिकल लाईन, मग त्या केसमध्ये काय होईल? हा पॉइंट तर
100,
सेमच असणार आहे.
150.
हा तर राईट, हा तर पॉइंट सेमच असणार आहे. 100, 50. 100, 50 हा पॉइंट सेम असणार आहे. फक्त चेंज काय होणार आहे? एक्स व्हॅल्यू तुमची आता 100च राहणार व्हर्टिकल लाईन आहे म्हटल्यानंतर. आणि हा जो पॉइंट आहे त्याची तुमची वाय व्हॅल्यू काहीतरी 150 येईल. सो यू हॅव टू ड्रॉ अ लाईन फ्रॉम 100, 50 आणि दुसऱ्या पॉइंटचे कोऑर्डिनेट्स इथले काय येणार आहे? एक्स 100च राहणार आणि वाय मात्र 150 होईल. So x will remain as it is 100 and y will be 150. If I am going to pass these coordinates, then I will get this vertical line on my screen. Getting it, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So This is how you are able to draw the horizontal or vertical line. Even I can draw the slanted line. Slanted line काढायची असेल तर काय मग? दोन्ही वाढतील. x 100,50 असेल तिथपासून मी स्लॅन्टेड लाईन काढतीये. ते काय होईल? या पॉइंटचे कोऑर्डिनेट्स x असणारे 250 आणि y असणारे 150.
150.
Right. So you will get a line from 100,50 to 250,150. अशी जर लाईन ड्रॉ केली तर ती तुम्हाला स्लॅन्टेड लाईन मिळेल. Okay. So this is how you can draw the line of your choice, horizontal, vertical, or slanted. You have to specify the coordinates accordingly. Okay. So this is how you are able to draw the line. So we have seen the put pixel command to plot a point. We have seen a line command to plot a line. Now we will see how to draw the rectangle or circle. So circle drawing, for that circle is the command. Now if I want to draw a circle, what are the prerequisite again? काय लागतं सर्कल ड्रॉ करण्यासाठी? मिनिमम व्हॅल्यू, मिनिमम
Radius.
right. You should have the radius and you should have the center of the circle. एकदा तुम्हाला सेंटर पॉइंट कळला की तिथून तुम्ही रेडियस फक्त असेल तर त्यांनी सर्कल पूर्ण ड्रॉ करू शकता. सो आय शुड नो द सेंटर ऑफ द सर्कल आणि आय शुड नो द रेडियस. सो दीज आर द 3 थिंग्स. सेंटर म्हटलं की कुठलाही पॉइंट म्हटलं की एक्स अँड वाय व्हॅल्यूज आल्या. सो फॉर ड्रॉइंग द सर्कल यू शुड हॅव एक्स व्हॅल्यू, यू शुड हॅव वाय व्हॅल्यू. म्हणजेच काय, हा झाला तुमचा सेंटर पॉइंट सर्कलचा with x and y as a center, x, y. x, y हे झाले coordinates of your center. And r. R stands for radius. So this is the command for drawing the circle. So आता जर मला सर्कल इथे मध्ये ड्रॉ करायचं असेल तर काय कोऑर्डिनेट्स द्यावे लागतील मला? मला इथे मध्ये सर्कल ड्रॉ करायचंय. सो विच कोऑर्डिनेट्स आय शुड प्रोव्हाइड? जरुरी नाहीये की हे एक्झॅक्टली चारही साइड्सला टच करेल, पण इट शुड लाय इनसाइड. It is not compulsory that it should touch. It can be like this also. हा तुमचा आता ड्रॉ केलेला शेप आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये एवढंस सुद्धा सर्कल चालेल. इट्स ओके. राईट. मग काय असतील त्याचे एक्स अँड वाय आणि आर व्हॅल्यूज? सेंटर पॉइंटचे कोऑर्डिनेट्स मला माहिती पाहिजेत. सेंटर पॉइंटचे कोऑर्डिनेट्स काय द्यावे लागतील अंदाजे? दॅट शुड बी इन बिटवीन, एक्स व्हॅल्यू शुड लाय इन बिटवीन 100 and 250. बरोबर. या पॉइंटची एक्स व्हॅल्यू ही 100 आणि 250 च्या मध्ये पाहिजे आणि वाय व्हॅल्यू ही 50 आणि 150 च्या मध्ये पाहिजे. सो आय कॅन
150, 100.
right, you can have 150, 100. So I will draw a circle with x value as 150, okay, and y value as 100. म्हणजे मला आता हा सेंटर पॉइंट मिळाला 150, 100. आणि मग रेडियस किती द्याल तुम्ही? रेडियस तुम्ही काही द्या. 20. Right, you can give 50, then you will touch the outline of your object. And if you are not giving the 50, then 20 will also do. मग 20 ने तुम्हाला असं सर्कल मिळेल which will lie inside this object which is earlier drawn, पण ते टच नाही करणार तुमच्या साइड्सला. So you can give the radius like 20, 25, 30, 30, 40, anything. So this is how you are able to draw the circle. Okay. So the command for circle is over. Now we will see the rectangle. And the inbuilt function is rectangle. मग आता रेक्टँगल काढण्यासाठी मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट काय असू शकेल? कॅन यू इमॅजिन? Can you tell me what will be the minimum requirement to draw a rectangle?
Ma'am, length and breadth and XY coordinates.
Right. Length, breadth, XY coordinate. Okay. आता त्यापेक्षा पण मी असं म्हणू शकेन की रेक्टँगल हा you know the all sides are at 90 degree to each other, and I can say the opposite sides are parallel to each other having equal length, right? मग जर असं असेल तर मला हा पॉइंट माहिती असेल which is the top left corner of the rectangle, and if I know the bottom right corner of the rectangle, तर मला रेक्टँगल काढता येऊ शकेल का? हा पॉइंट मला माहिती आहे. काय आहे हा पॉइंट? समजा हा पॉइंट आहे 100, कॉमा हे 150 आहे, तर हे 20 युनिट्स खाली म्हटल्यानंतर 170 झालं. ओके, सो 100, 170 हा पॉइंट आहे आणि हा आहे समजा 250, कॉमा
200.
ओके 200, राइट, इट कॅन बी 200. ओके, जर माझ्याकडे हे दोनच पॉइंट्स असतील तर मला येईल रेक्टँगल ड्रॉ करता?
Yes, ma'am.
येस, बिकॉज मला काय हवंय आता? रेक्टँगल म्हणजे एक व्हर्टिकल लाईन आहे हे मला माहिती आहे. म्हणजे आय हॅव टू स्टार्ट ॲट 100, 170 अँड आय विल ड्रॉ अ लाईन टिल आय रीच टू 200, बिकॉज 200 इज द पॉइंट गिवन. हे सगळ्या लाईन्स आहेत त्या 90 डिग्री टू इच अदर आहेत. सो मी एक लाईन ड्रॉ करू शकते, a vertical line which will pass this 100, 170. Similarly, I will draw the horizontal line which will pass this 200. So it is nothing but the intersection. मी एक तुम्हाला सोपं करून सांगेन. A line at 100. Rectangle काय करतं? It will draw a line at 100. मग ती लाईन अशी आहे. It will draw a line at 170. म्हणजे जर एक्स ऍक्सिस असेल तर तुमची लाईन व्हर्टिकल असेल, जर वाय व्हॅल्यू असेल तर ती लाईन हॉरिझॉन्टल असेल. सो इट विल ड्रॉ अ लाईन ऍट 170. 170 म्हणजे इथे. सो इट विल ड्रॉ अ लाईन हिअर. देन इट विल ड्रॉ अ लाईन ऍट 250. एक्स व्हॅल्यू आहे 250 आहे, त्याच्यामुळे ती व्हर्टिकल लाईन येणार. ओके, अँड y value equal to 200. y value 200 म्हणजे horizontal line येणार. And the intersection portion of those 4 lines is considered as a rectangle. जिथे त्या चारही लाईन इंटरसेक्ट करतात, that is considered as a rectangle of your choice. So rectangle draw करण्यासाठी only 2 points are required. First is the upper left corner. First is upper left corner म्हणजे टॉपचा लेफ्टचा पॉइंट, अँड बॉटम राईट कॉर्नर. बॉटम राईट कॉर्नर हे जर दोनच पॉइंट्स माहित असेल तर तुम्ही रेक्टँगल कंप्लीट करू शकता. सो these are the 4 coordinates required to draw the rectangle. So in the rectangle command you have to pass only 4 points or 4 coordinates. X coordinate, xy of first point, upper left corner, and xy coordinate of the lower right corner. Okay, all of you are getting this now? Okay, so that is about rectangle. Now if I want to draw a square, then in the rectangle itself I will specify the sides so that it will have the equal length of the equal sides, all sides equal. So कसं करू शकेन मी? जर मला स्क्वेअर काढायचा असेल तर कुठलाही एक स्क्वेअरचे डायमेन्शन सांगा मला, आपण तो प्लॉट करूयात. रेक्टँगल इज अ काइंड ऑफ, आपण उलट म्हणूयात, स्क्वेअर इज अ काइंड ऑफ रेक्टँगल हॅव्हिंग लेंथ इज इक्वल टू ब्रेड्थ. बरोबर आहे. स्क्वेअर इज अ टाइप ऑफ रेक्टँगल in which length is equal to breadth. Whether you are agree with this particular line, square is a type of rectangle with length equal to breadth. Is this sentence true? Yes. Reply. स्क्वेअर म्हणजे एक रेक्टँगलच आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये लेंथ आणि ब्रेड्थ सेम आहे. बरोबर ना, कारण बाकी सगळ्या प्रॉपर्टीज ज्या रेक्टँगलच्या आहेत त्या स्क्वेअरच्या आहेत. फक्त लेंथ आणि ब्रेड्थ जर इक्वल झाली तर तुम्हाला मिळणारा रेक्टँगल हा स्क्वेअरच असेल. मग त्या केसमध्ये मी काय करू शकते, रेक्टँगलचे पॅरामीटर्स काय देऊ शकते मी, हे जी व्हॅल्यू आहे 100 and 250, हा जेवढा डिफरन्स असेल तेवढाच ह्याच्यामध्ये पण पाहिजे, वाय व्हॅल्यू मध्ये पण. मग काय होईल, x2 - x1 आणि y2 - y1 ते सेम होतील. म्हणजेच तुम्हाला लेंथ आणि ब्रेड्थ मिळणारी आहे ती सेम मिळेल. सो आय विल हॅव अ रेक्टँगल विथ 100, 170 to 250, 170 plus 150, that is 320. जर मी असा रेक्टँगल काढला तर तो डेफिनेटली माझा स्क्वेअर असणार आहे. So you are able to get the square here. Okay. Right? Getting this? Am I audible? I should ask
Yes,
like
ma'am.
this.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are getting this, how to draw a square.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, thank you. So square is a kind of rectangle having length and breadth equal. So length is equal to your breadth, then you are able to draw the square. Now in order to draw the triangle, जर मला ट्रायंगल ड्रॉ करायचं असेल तर ट्रायंगल like triangle is not a inbuilt function provided. इथे कसं आता आपण लाईन ड्रॉ करायची असेल तर लाईन फंक्शन होतं, सर्कल करायचं असेल तर सर्कल फंक्शन होतं, रेक्टँगल करायचं असेल तर रेक्टँगल नावाचं फंक्शन होतं. तसं ट्रायंगल नावाचं फंक्शन नाहीये कुठलं. बट इफ आय वॉन्ट टू ड्रॉ अ ट्रायंगल देन हाऊ शुड आय प्रोसीड. जर मला एक ट्रायंगल ड्रॉ करायचं आहे तर काय करावं लागेल मला, can you specify?
Take 3 lines.
Right, you can draw 3 lines, that is correct. You can draw 3 lines. First line, second line, and third line. Now can you tell me the coordinates? Can you tell me the coordinates?
The end point of first line should be the starting point of second line.
Second, very good, very good. So I should have 3 points only. You should have 3 points only, x1, y1, first coordinate, x2, y2, second coordinate, x3, y3, third coordinate. And you should arrange them in such a way that the 2 points will have, 2 lines will have one common point. 2 lines will have that one common point. So I will draw the line from x1, y1 to x2, y2. ही एक लाईन मिळाली तुम्हाला. ओके, जर मला एक ट्रायंगल ड्रॉ करायचा असेल, हा तुमचा पॉइंट आहे, 3 पॉइंट्स लागतात ट्रायंगल ड्रॉ करायला, बरोबर. सो दिस इज युअर x1 y1, this is your x2 y2, and this is your x3 y3. मग लाईन तुम्हाला कशा ड्रॉ कराव्या लागतील? एक जर मी लाईन पहिली ही ड्रॉ केली आहे x1 y1 पासून x2 y2 पर्यंत. सो x1 y1 पासून मी लाईन ड्रॉ केली आहे, ती आहे x2 y2 पर्यंत. नेक्स्ट लाईन काय करावी लागेल? x2 y2 पासून x3 y3 पर्यंत. सो x2 y2 पासून x3 y3, दीज आर द नेक्स्ट कोऑर्डिनेट्स. आणि मग x3 y3 पासून x1 y1 पर्यंत. ओके, सो दिस इज हाऊ यू आर एबल टू draw the line. So next line is from x2 y2 to x3 y3. ही मिळाली सेकंड लाईन. आणि थर्ड मिळणार आहे ती आहे x3 y3 पासून x1 y1 पर्यंत. म्हणजेच हा ट्रायंगल क्लोज झाला तुमचा. ओके, कन्सिडर दिस. Okay, so this is how this closing bracket is not there, it was due to overlapping. Okay, so in the line command x1 y1 x2 y2, x2 y2 to x3 y3, and x3 y3 to x1 y1. So when I will draw these three lines, then I will be able to draw this triangle on the screen. कळलं सगळ्यांना? Okay, so next function we are going to see is drawing the arc. Okay, drawing arc. For that you have the function called arc. I will write here arc. It is an inbuilt function. Okay, so जर मला आर्क काढायचं असेल तर मला काय काय रिक्वायरमेंट असतील? If I want to draw arc, एक बघूया आपण. ओके, मला ही आर्क काढायची आहे स्क्रीन वरती, लाईक अ स्माइली कर्व फेस. ओके, स्माइली सारखा मला हा आर्क जर ड्रॉ करायचा असेल तर काय करावं लागेल मला? काय काय लागेल हे आर्क ड्रॉ करण्यासाठी? Start point, end point.
Start point, end point, radius and center.
Okay. Okay. So for that, arc is the part of the circle. I can say arc म्हणजेच काय? सर्कलचाच एक पोर्शन आहे. मग त्या केसमध्ये मला त्याचा सेंटर पॉइंट लागेल की कुठून ही आर्क ड्रॉ करायची आहे. सो दॅट इज युअर सेंट्रल पॉइंट. पॉइंट सेंट्रल पॉइंट आला म्हटल्यानंतर काय आलं? त्याचं एक्स अँड वाय कोऑर्डिनेट आलं. सो इन आर्क फंक्शन you will have first the center point of that arc. That means you have its x and y value, x and y of center. हे झालं पहिलं. त्याच्यानंतर हाच जर सेंटर म्हटला तर मी आर्क, मला रेडियस लागेल की किती रेडियसची तुम्हाला आर्क ड्रॉ करायची आहे या सेंटर पासून. So I should have the radius. So I will write it here somewhere. I should know the xy value of the center. I should know the radius. आणि आता मला स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट आणि एंडिंग पॉइंट म्हणण्यापेक्षा ग्राफिक्स पॅकेज काय करतं, ग्राफिक्स पॅकेज सांगतं हा स्टार्टिंग अँगल आणि एंडिंग अँगल. अँगल म्हणजेच काय, हा सेंटर इज ऍक्टिंग ऍज अ ओरिजिन. हा सेंटर म्हणजे ओरिजिन म्हणून ऍक्ट होतो. आणि एक्स ऍक्सिस इज युअर 0 डिग्री अँगल. हा वाय पॉझिटिव्ह ऍक्सिस म्हणजे तुमचा झाला 90 डिग्री अँगल. देन निगेटिव्ह एक्स ऍक्सिस इज युअर 180 डिग्री. आणि हा झाला व्हर्टिकल 270. आणि इथे परत 0च्याच इथे 360. हे झालं कम्प्लीट सर्कल. बरोबर. सर्कल ड्रॉइंग 0 डिग्री पासून चालू केलं, 90, 180, 270 आणि 360 ला संपलं. हे तुमचं कम्प्लीट सर्कल ड्रॉ झालं. त्याच्यामध्ये आता मला हवंय या पॉइंट पासून या पॉइंट पर्यंतच आर्क. कारण जर माझ्याकडे सेंटर असेल आणि रेडियस असेल तर मी कुठेही आर्क ड्रॉ करेन पूर्ण या सर्कलच्या पेरिफेरी वरती. सो आय कॅन ड्रॉ द आर्क ऍट एनी पॉइंट. मग ते न करता मला फक्त ही स्पेसिफाईडच आर्क हवी असेल तर आय शुड नो दिस अँगल विच इज नथिंग बट द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंटचा तुमच्या ओरिजिनशी झालेला अँगल इज नथिंग बट युअर स्टार्टिंग अँगल. मग हा अँगल किती आहे तर 180 इथं होतोय, 180 प्लस समथिंग 30 डिग्री आपण धरून चालू. 180 प्लस म्हणजे 0 डिग्री पासून ड्रॉ करायला चालू केलं, इथे 180 झालं, हे झालं 210. तर मग स्टार्टिंग अँगल असणार आहे माझा 210. सो इट इज नथिंग बट युअर स्टार्टिंग अँगल. सो आय विल राईट इन शॉर्ट SA, स्टार्टिंग अँगल. आर्क इथून ड्रॉ करायला चालू झालं स्टार्टिंग अँगल पासून, ती तुम्हाला कुठपर्यंत हवी आहे, या पॉइंट पर्यंत. मग हा झाला तुमचा एंड पॉइंट. त्याचा अँगल काय येतोय विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ओरिजिन दॅट यू हॅव टू स्पेसिफाय. मग इथे 270 झालाय. सो हा अँगल तुम्हाला मोजायचा इथून असा इथपर्यंतचा. स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द पॉझिटिव्ह एक्स ऍक्सिस 0 डिग्री पासून 90, 180, 270 आणि आता 270 नंतर समजा हा असेल काहीतरी इकडे आपण 30 घेतला होता ना, म्हणजे हा 60 प्लस हा 60 घेऊयात. मग 270 प्लस 60, 270 प्लस 60 is 330 degree. So that is your end angle. Ending angle. आणि मग येतं तुमचं R, radius. So to draw the arc, you have to specify these 5 coordinates. मग XY point जर मी आता 50,50 ठेवला, XY is 50,50. The starting angle is 210. The ending angle is 330. And the arc is, let us say, 20. तर काय होईल, हा तुमचा 50,50 पॉइंट होता जो आपण ऑलरेडी ड्रॉ केला होता सुरुवातीला ह्या पुट पिक्सेलनी. सो हा 50,50 ला सेंटर पकडून 20 एवढ्या रेडियसनी एक आर्क ड्रॉ होईल विच इज लाईक दिस. Okay, all of you are getting now how to draw the arc. Okay, so this is how you are able to draw the different shapes. मग आता हेच शेप्स यूज करून तुम्ही काही पण ऑब्जेक्ट ड्रॉ करू शकता. इट कॅन बी अ स्माइली. स्क्रीनवरती तुम्ही काहीही ऑब्जेक्ट ड्रॉ करू शकता. एक सर्कल काढलं, आईज, नोज and arc. So you can get the smiley on the screen. You can draw house, you can draw tree. तुम्हाला काही आउटपुट मिळू शकेल. Okay, so you have to draw these shapes. So that is the first practical, that is by using the different built-in functions in the graphics, you have to draw the shape of your choice. Is it clear? Yes. Is there any difficulty? Students, reply fast. If you have any difficulty, ask me. I'm stopping the share screen and I want to show you the execution of those commands. Okay, so I'm currently I'm making the screen off. And I will find the execution.
Grammarly does more.
Okay, so you are able to view the screen now. Yes, students. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So whether you are able to view the screen.
Yes, ma'am. Able to.
Yes, actually this program I have done for the regular students, which I have uploaded on YouTube. So I will give the link of this YouTube also to you so that you can go through it. And we have covered all those commands like drawing the line and all. So you can see here the GD equal to detect, GM equal to detect. Even though you are not writing the graphics mode equal to detect, it will automatically do that. So init graph is the command which will initialize the graphics output screen through this graphics interface folder. And drawing the line from 0, 0 to 100, 100, you will get a slanted line. So close graph is the command which will close the this screen which is initialized by this command init graph. So you will get a normal screen after close graph. So here you can check this line which is starting from 0, 0 to 100, 100. So this particular point is acting as your origin. This is with respect to the screen resolution. Now this point is origin, which is 0, 0. So upper left corner, we have already discussed that upper left corner is always acting as the 0, 0, that is origin. Okay. Next. Next, if I am putting the negative values over here, as your screen is totally positive, that is first quadrant, you are not able to get this negative line on the display. The provision is also there for this, that is we can divide the screen into 4 quadrants and shift our origin from the upper left corner to center. But with this -100, -100, I'm not able to get the line on the output screen. So that is shown here. You can see the screen that there is no output available because the whole screen is acting as your first quadrant with X and Y positive only. For that, we can divide the screen into 4 quadrants and shift our origin at center. And then we can represent the positive and negative any value. Like normally we are drawing the 2 lines X and Y axis on our page. Similarly, we can draw this on the screen by dividing the screen into 4 quadrants. That we are going to learn in the next practical while drawing the DDA line. So dividing the screen into 4 quadrants, that we will do. Next is I have increased this line from 0, 0 to 500, 500. Then I will get a line, the bigger one. So the extension of earlier line, आपण 0, 0 ते 100, 100 काढली होती, त्याचंच extension तुम्हाला मिळेल 0, 0 to 500, 500. Next is circle command. ही हॉरिझॉन्टल लाईन आपण बघितली होती जिथे एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट कॉन्स्टंट सॉरी वाय कोऑर्डिनेट कॉन्स्टंट ठेवला होता, एक्स फक्त इन्क्रीमेंट केलं होतं आपण. सो आय वॉज एबल टू गेट दिस लाईन. Yes, you can see this horizontal line. जिथे आपण y ची व्हॅल्यू फिक्स ठेवली 100 आणि x 100 पासून 500 पर्यंत चेंज केली. सो दॅट इज युअर horizontal line. वर्टिकल लाईन साठी कोऑर्डिनेट्स बघा, ज्याच्यामध्ये आता x फिक्स आहे तुमचा 100 आणि y चेंज होतो 100 पासून 500 पर्यंत. So you will get a vertical line. Set color is a command which will set the color of your choice. जर मी ते 4 टाकलं तर मला रेड कलरचे आउटपुट मिळेल, किंवा जर मी कलरचं नाव टाकलं तर मला त्या स्पेसिफिक कलरचं आउटपुट मिळेल. सो सेट कलर, जेव्हापासून आपण सेट कलर कमांड लिहितो तेव्हापासून नेक्स्ट जे जे तुमचे ऑब्जेक्ट्स तुम्ही ड्रॉ कराल ते सगळे त्याच कलर मध्ये येतात. सो यू विल गेट द रेड कलर लाईन, यू विल गेट द रेड कलर सर्कल अँड लाईक दॅट. सो आता मी इथे रेड कलर सेट केला होता, सो लाईन मला रेड कलर मध्ये मिळेल. आता मी सायन कलर सेट केलाय, सो सर्कल मला मिळणार आहे ते सायन कलर मध्ये मिळणार आहे. इथे सर्कल आणि रेक्टँगल ड्रॉ होतोय, त्याच्यामध्ये रेड कलर लाईन साठी आहे आणि सायन कलर पुढचे सगळे लाईन, सर्कल आणि रेक्टँगल. आता तुम्ही आउटपुट बघू शकाल. So here you can see the output. Okay. Yeah. So you can see here the small line is there which is with red color, the circle is with cyan color, and the rectangle is also with cyan color. This line is the extended version that is available in the program itself. In that way, you can have the various shapes on the output screen. Okay. So here circle, rectangle, and arc 180, 360 as x and y value, 300 and something as starting and ending angle, and radius. इथे starting आणि ending angle तोच आहे. So you will not get the arc. If I will change that, then I will get the arc on the output screen. See here, you have changed the angle. It is starting at 300, it will go to 350, and the radius is 10. Okay, so for drawing the ellipse also, the command is there. The name of the command is ellipse. In that, you have to show the x radius and y radius. कारण आपली ellipse ची radius fix नाहीये बरोबर. X radius and y radius, starting angle and ending angle. So this is your x rad. This is the center point. The starting angle is 0, ending angle is 360. कारण तुम्हाला ellipse हे पूर्ण हवंय आणि 75 and 25 आर एक्स अँड वाय रेडियस. आता तुम्ही बघितलं होतं ते हॉरिझॉन्टल इलिप्स होतं ज्याच्यामध्ये एक्स रेडियस जास्त होती 75 आणि वाय रेडियस म्हणजे त्या इलिप्सची हाईट कमी होती. सो वाय रेडियस इज 25 म्हणून आपल्याला हॉरिझॉन्टल अशा शेपचं तुम्हाला इलिप्स मिळालं होतं. आता मी एक्झॅक्टली रिव्हर्स केले 25 आणि 75 केलं. सो आय विल गेट द व्हर्टिकल आणि सेंटर पॉइंट तोच ठेवलाय. आता मिळणारा आउटपुट तुम्ही चेक करू शकता ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला सेंटर पॉइंट तोच असेल तिथेच एक तुम्हाला हॉरिझॉन्टल इलिप्स मिळेल आणि सेम प्लेसला तुम्हाला व्हर्टिकल इलिप्स मिळेल कारण आपले एक्स वाय रेडियस आपण इंटरचेंज केल्यात. सो यू कॅन चेक द आउटपुट. Okay, so you can view here the output. ज्याच्यामध्ये तुमची हे पहिलं सर्कल आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये एक्स रेडियस 75 होती आणि वाय 25 होती. आता तुमची वाय रेडियस 75 आहे आणि एक्स आहे ती 25 आहे. सेंटर तोच आहे त्याच्यामुळे तुम्हाला मिळालेलं इलिप्स हे त्याच सेंटर मधून पास होतं. ओके, तर आपण इलिप्स कसं ड्रॉ करायचं बघितलंय हॉरिझॉन्टल आणि व्हर्टिकल. त्याच्यानंतर आर्क पाहिलेली आहे, द रेक्टँगल सर्कल लाईन कमांड आणि आता मिळणार आहे तुम्हाला ट्रायंगल. सो लाईन 150 पासून 250 150 पर्यंत. ओके, सो यू कॅन गेट दिस ट्रायंगल जे आपण ट्रायंगलच्या कमांड शिकलेलो आहे 3 पॉइंट्स आणि कॉमन लाईन. सो यू कॅन सी हिअर 150 पासून 250 150 पर्यंत, 250 150 पासून 200 250 आणि थर्ड लाईन असेल 200 250 पासून 150 150 पर्यंत. सो यू आर एबल टू गेट दॅट ट्रायंगल. ओके, सो दिस इज हाऊ द बेसिक प्रिमिटिव्ह जे शेप्स होते ते आपण कसे ड्रॉ करायचे हे पाहिले. ऑल द प्रिमिटिव्ह शेप्स आपण ड्रॉ केलेले आहेत. Then using these shapes, you can draw the object of your choice. That is your first practical. आता हे शेप्स वापरून तुम्ही तुमच्या आवडीचं कोणतंही ऑब्जेक्ट तयार करू शकता. मे बी इट कॅन बी अ होम, इट कॅन बी अ स्माइली, इट कॅन बी एनिथिंग ऑफ युअर चॉईस, कार एक्सेट्रा. So next practical आपलं using Turbo C होईल live because next Thursday I will be in the college itself. Okay, if you have any difficulty, ask the questions. Is there any difficulty? Anything that you want to ask regarding this practical? Okay. One more important thing is how to give the names. So here you can observe here the triangle is named as ABC, right? For that, the command is outtext xy. Outtext xy is the command for that. So when you write that outtext xy command with specific x and y values. So the x and y values should be specific where you want to display that output. जर मला a इथे display करायचं आहे तर x and y you have to specify accordingly. Okay, see here. The outtext xy is the command which will make this text value on the output screen, which will show this text value on the output screen. So the text you should enclose in the double quotes. Whatever you want to display, that you should always enclose in the double quotes. These are the x and y values where this text will appear. The starting point of the text. So 145, 145 is the position of A. Then this is your position of B and position of C. So outtext XY generates the text string as a output on the output screen of graphics. Yes, and you are able to view this output. Now this ABC is printed on the screen. Okay. Now you can ask if you have any doubts or if any shape, etc. you want to try, then you can try. So this is your first practical is over. It is about learning the basic shapes and inbuilt function of graphics. Okay. So you can draw any shape of your choice. Okay. All of you have understood? Is there any difficulty?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you have to try shapes at your home. The practical that we have conducted today. You can draw any shape and you can just take the image of that and send me on WhatsApp. That is the output of the first task, that is drawing of the basic shapes. Okay, so as there are no questions, we can stop here. Just give the attendance. Roll number 1. Roll number 2.
Present, ma'am.
Roll number 3.
Present, ma'am.
4. 4 is there. 5. 6.
Ma'am, roll number 1 is present.
Then yesterday also you have not given attendance. Why?
Ma'am, I am now in the now I am in the hospital. So due to that, I am not attending the lectures properly.
Okay. Okay. Roll number 4 is there. He is also not giving attendance. Roll number 5. 6.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Roll number 7.
Yes, madam. Present.
Yeah. 8.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. 9.
Present, ma'am.
10.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. 11. Roll number 11. 12.
Present, ma'am.
13.
Present, ma'am.
14.
Present, ma'am.
15.
Present, ma'am.
16. Oh, sorry. Up to 15 only. No? Okay. So we will stop now. Thank you.